Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, inshallah, we will be continuing our journey in exploring the mindsets of a believer and understanding how better to perceive and view the world that we live in. Today's mindset is the mindset of trustworthiness. And this is derived from the verse of the Quran Kareem, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يَأْمُرُكُمْ أَن تُؤَدُّوا الْأَمَانَاتِ إِلَى أَهْلِهَا. Indeed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands you to render trusts to whom they are due. Trustworthiness is more than an admirable trait. It is the very essence of faith. A true believer does not deceive, break promises, or manipulate the truth. For doing so severs his connection with Allah. To be trustworthy is to be a custodian, not only of wealth, but of words, relationships, and responsibilities. It is to honor obligations even when no one is watching. It is to uphold the truth even when it is inconvenient. The trustworthy believer does not ask, "What will I gain?" before choosing honesty, but rather he asks, "What does Allah expect of me?" His integrity is not swayed by profit nor pressure. Trust is sacred. To betray it is not just a transgression against people, it is a fracture in one's faith. A leader who abuses power, a friend who breaks confidence, an employee who deceives, these are not just ethical failings, but spiritual deficiencies. The real test of trustworthiness comes when the stakes are high. Honesty is easy when there are no consequences, but true trustworthiness is choosing truth over convenience, duty over ease, and sincerity over deception, because the believer's loyalty is foremost to Allah. In the nation of Musnad Ahmad, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam is reported to have said, "La imana liman la amanata lah, wa la dina liman la ahda lah." The one who is not trustworthy has no faith, and the one who does not fulfill his promises has no religion. This hadith makes a profound declaration. Without trustworthiness, faith itself is incomplete. Integrity and trustworthiness is not an optional trait. It is the foundation of Islam. If trustworthiness is lost, what remains? Before revelation, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was known as Al-Amin, the trustworthy one. Even his fiercest opponents never doubted his honesty. When he began calling to Islam, the Quraysh rejected his message, yet they still entrusted him with their valuables. They knew he would never betray a trust, even as they opposed his faith. And in one of the most striking acts of trustworthiness, on the night of the Hijrah, on the night of the Hijrah, when his life was at risk, he entrusted Ali radiallahu anh with returning the belongings of the very people who sought to kill him. Even in the face of treachery, he remained unwavering in his trustworthiness. This is the mindset of trustworthiness: to do what is right, not because others deserve it, but because Allah commands it. In an era of digital interactions, where deception is easy and confidentiality is often disregarded, the mindset of trustworthiness is more crucial than ever. It calls us to uphold ethical standards in all dealings, both online and offline, to be dependable in our commitments, and to safeguard information just as we would safeguard wealth. To embrace the mindset of trustworthiness is to uphold truth in all things, even when it is difficult, even when no one is watching. To speak the truth because honesty is non-negotiable. To keep promises because a believer's word is his honor. To safeguard what is entrusted because trust is a test from Allah. For when trustworthiness is lost, faith itself is shaken. And when trustworthiness is upheld, faith stands firm before people, before the world, and ultimately before Allah Azza wa Jal. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from amongst those who are counted and deemed to be amongst the trustworthy.